Hi, I'm Tom Scarpello of Revology Cars, and this is car number 270, a 1967 Mustang GTA Fastback in Meteor Gray Metallic with black interior. Today I'm going to take you on a walk around of this car, and we're going to go for a drive. Let's get started. All right, 1967 Mustang GTA. For 1967, Ford offered the Mustang GT and the Mustang GTA. The GT was the manual transmission version and the GTA was the automatic transmission version. It was the only year in which the GT was distinguished by transmission, so the GTA was only produced in 1967. Mustang GTA and the GT for 67 is one of my favorite body styles. We don't build that many of them, which is interesting. It has very much the vibe of the classic Mustang. So the GT package included fog lamps in the grille. We have the deluxe hood. All of our 67 and 68 Mustang GTs and 67 GTAs come with the deluxe hood that had the turn signals integrated into the hood, which is cool. You can see when you flip your turn signal on. And at the side, now this car is equipped with the optional torque thrust wheels in a 17 by 9.5 size, which allows for the fitment of a 275 section with tires. So an awful lot of tire, a lot of contact patch, GTA badge on the fender, the black side stripe. At the back of the car, you have the quad exhaust tips, the Mustang badging, the GT fuel cap, pretty much like it was in 1967. On the interior, this car is equipped with the vinyl interior. It's black. It has the T-handle shifter and the leather-wrapped steering wheel. But the big news here, and the latest development from Revology Cars, is the application of structural adhesives in the assembly of the body in white. Wait, don't go. This is really exciting. I gotta tell you about it. So first of all, what's a body in white? This is the stage in manufacturing where the body structure has been assembled but hasn't yet been painted. So regular viewers of our videos will know that we build our body in whites in-house with fixturing designed in CAD and modern automated welding equipment to ensure proper dimensional control and weld integrity. Now, with the additional structural adhesive, we've advanced our body in white technology squarely into the modern era. What is structural adhesive? Well, it's a development from aerospace in the 1970s. It started to show up in automotive applications around the 80s and 90s. It was used by OEMs in combination with spot welding to improve vehicle stiffness and crash performance. BMW and Audi were early adopters in their high-end vehicles. Technology advancements in structural adhesives came along in the 2000s, costs came down, and by the 2010s it became mainstream. The 2015 F-150 with the aluminum body relied heavily on structural adhesives. So there are many benefits to application of structural adhesives in the body in white, but the ones that are most important to us are the following. First is increased stiffness. Tests performed by Honda indicated that the application of structural adhesives can improve the rigidity of the body between 40 and 60%. This is a massive improvement in torsional rigidity. That means a much stiffer body that you feel. It has less squeaks, rattles, vibration. It allows you to optimize the suspension tuning. There are a lot of benefits to having a stiffer body. The second is improved corrosion resistance. Because the adhesive covers the entire flange, it's completely sealed. So in addition to the spot welds, you have sealing along the entire flange, and that really improves corrosion resistance. There's just no place for the corrosion to start to form. Third is improved durability. Structural adhesive reduces vibrations, and this improves long-term structural integrity of the body. And last, improved safety. Structural adhesive enhances crash performance by evenly distributing impact forces throughout the body. So the adhesive that we use is called Betamate. It's made by DuPont, who supplies OEMs. The process starts at the very beginning of the body department. First of all, the tubes have to be kept heated. When they're exposed to room temperature, the material starts to cure. You take the heated tubes and apply that to the body parts that will receive the adhesive, and then we spot weld through the adhesive. Now, because the structural adhesive is so strong, OEMs will reduce the number of welds. We may do that at some point in the future, but for now we've kept the same weld pitch. So the adhesive we apply is in addition to the spot welds. The adhesive is heat cured. We do this after station B1, which is the unibody station, prior to panel fit. The body in white is baked at 340 degrees in a large oven. We had to source an oven specifically for this application. Now here's the thing about structural adhesive. You can't add it to an existing body. You have to build the body in white with the structural adhesive from the very beginning. So that's the lowdown on structural adhesive. Now let's go drive. So structural adhesive is a big deal. Why do we do this kind of stuff? Well, we are currently the leader in this segment and we intend to remain the leader. The fact that no one else is doing it tells you something. It's difficult. It requires specialized expertise, a major investment, and it does increase the amount of time spent in assembly. We already have the best body in white in the industry. It's already very stiff, very solid, no squeak and rattle. The application of structural adhesive on top of that already very well-built body provides an incremental benefit. It's the right thing to do. It fits our mission to continuously push for improvements, continuously find ways to make the best possible product. And a lot of beam counters would tell you, why are you doing that? Why are you spending the money to do that? Nobody else is doing it. You're already the best in the segment. Why are you doing it? Well, because we know our customer and our customer wants the best. Our customer is willing to pay for it. You know, these kinds of decisions come up all the time in a vehicle development program. I remember when I was at Ford on the special vehicle team and we were working on the Terminator, the 2003 Cobra engine program. And to get the power output that we wanted to get, we needed to upgrade the connecting rods. And we were proposing to go from the standard connecting rods on the 4.6 liter V8 engine, which were about, honestly, I think they were like less than $20 for the whole set. Now that's of course the price that Ford pays for these components. We went to a $400 set of connecting rods and the finance guys thought we were out of our minds. But we knew that the customer for the Terminator Cobra was gonna upgrade the car. We knew they were gonna modify it, tweak it for more output, and they needed to have that more robust connecting rod to ensure that the engine would hold together with increased boost. In the end, we convinced the finance team to do it. They just had to trust us. Sometimes you just have to trust the product development people that they know their customer and understand what the customer wants. In the words of F1 driver Kimi Räikkönen, "Shut up, I know what I'm doing."